You know what? Let's buy each of these just in case we need one buff to one of those things. Northern palm tree, do not punch. Don't tell me what to do. Hello everyone, we had some stream problems, but my name is ASDF and welcome back to Shadows over Loathing. Today, we're hoping to change our class, or rather pick our class for the first time. But hello everybody, what's up IE, what's up Yoshi? Welcome to the stream where my face is not completely stuttering at 15 frames a second. It's a poster of my favorite literary ghost. And this is a dream about school. Lots of people in this hallway it seems. Hello, hello. How's it going? Do you know which locker is mine? I can't remember which locker is mine. I'm sorry, I don't know. It's alright, I'll figure it out eventually. Okay. 6 lockers, investigate. Let's check the first one. You open the first one to reveal a thriving colony of ants. Second locker is full of peanut butter. Third locker contains a tiny shrine to Babe Ruth. Fourth one's empty. Fifth one is filled with cookbooks, but they're all in French. Sixth one opens onto a vast, uncaring emptiness of space. You slam it shut quickly so as not to suffocate, and there isn't a 7th one. Well, I said check the 7th one. As I said, there are only 6 lockers. Check the 7th locker now. Okay, geez, you look in the 7th locker, it's filled with old school papers. You look at the papers. They've all got your name on them. They're your papers. Read one. How I Spent My Summer by ASDF Gaming, age 6. This summer I visited my Uncle Murray. Uncle Murray is fun. He knows magic. I had a fun time with Uncle Murray. The end. Under the papers. Underneath the pile of school papers you find, an overdue library book. You checked this book out 13 years ago and have spent the last 12 years and 50 weeks feeling slightly guilty about not returning it. Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe we can talk to her about, or him, or all the people. Nice faces you've got there. Do you know which locker? I know which one is yours. Okay. It's the first one. Oh, okay, thank you. The hallway's less crowded now. Okay, well we sent one lady. What did you miss last stream? Well, we got into the game. You're gonna have to catch it on YouTube. Because if I wanted to recap it, so much happened. We'd have to do the whole episode of recap. Hello there, you must be... here we are, gaming. ASDF Gaming. Yes, I'm ASDF Gaming. I'm your academic advisor. It's time for you to choose your class. But I dropped out. Oh, you only missed like 2 minutes? Oh, gotcha. In real life, certainly, you must, however, choose a class. Oh, we're getting to pick a class now. Oh, I get it. This is where I pick a character class. Now then, it looks like there are 3 classes for you to choose from. We went to sleep, and this is a dream about school. There's advanced kicking and throwing. This class is for pig skinners. Then we have an overview of curd conjuring. This class is for cheese wizards. And finally, weird time signatures 504. This course is for jazz agents. Cheese wizard? I was kind of hoping to be a jazz agent because that feels most like the bard. But we have what's it called? It's not mysticality. We have the other one that starts with an M. What did we do last game? That's what I'm telling you, man. You gotta go back. I'm interested in being a jazz agent. Masters of syncopation and improvisation, jazz agents use the rhythm and moxie to move through the world in style. In combat, they attack with subtlety, weakening their enemies and stacking the odds in favor over time. Maybe not stacking the odds over time. Let's think about Cheese Wizard. As a chef magi, cheese wizards use their intellect and mysticality to accomplish their goals. In combat, they wield hard elemental cheeses to damage their foes and soft soothing cheeses to heal themselves and their allies. What about a pig skinner? As accomplished athletes, pig skinners use their muscle to solve problems. In combat, they prefer the direct application of physical force, punctuated by giving the occasional noogie. You know what? Let's do the cheese wizard. I think, Yoshi, you're right. Yeah, love it. I'm a cheese wizard. You're a cheese wizard, ASDF. Good job. Brilliant. Now then, there's just the minor matter of your minor. It looks like you've already completed it, but it doesn't say what you studied. Oh boy, okay. Cryptobotany. A cryptobotanist, so you're an expert in all matter of plant-based arcana. Actually, no, I think it was applied insectology. An insectologist, so you're an expert on bugs and birds and bees and such. No, maybe I was in the psychology of rocks. A psychogeologist, so you know a lot about rocks and gems and their hopes and dreams. That seems right. You've got gather crafting ingredients from rocks. Well, I believe that we're done. Feel free to wake up and go about your day. How would I go about doing that? She smiles and points to the door on the right side of the screen. I mean the right side of the dream. Let's go through that door. Thank you. What if we keep going? Off the edge. Ah, the abyss. You could gaze into it for days. No George Michael sound effect? What's the George Michael sound effect? I don't even know. Okay, we're a cheese wizard, Harry. I mean, we're a hairy cheese wizard, ASDF Gaming. Never gonna dance again, saxophone? I see. Okay, we've already looked at the knickknacks and tchotchkes. Morning, ASDF. How'd you sleep? Wait, why are you still wearing those wet clothes? All of my other clothes burned up in a freak luggage fire. Oh, geez, that's weird and unfortunate. You seem less surprised by it than I would expect. We've kinda gotten accustomed to weird and unfortunate stuff happening around here. You could pick out some clothes from the shop out front if you don't mind looking like somebody's dusty old grandpa. I'll take your granddad's clothes. I'll be alright, thanks anyways. Well, once you get the sleep out of your eyes, I've got another mission for you. Another curse thing? Yeah, I've had my eye on it for a while, but it keeps moving around. Mostly the readings put it at the local speakeasy at the back of an alley at the other end of the block. The artifact isn't there right now, but that's where I'd start looking. Maybe you can pick up for some clues? Okay, what am I looking for? It appears to be a watch of some kind, a pocket watch or maybe a wristwatch, I can't be certain. A watch in the speakeasy, in the alley, on the bump, on the log, in the bottom of the sea. Oh, the birds and the bees prompt? Anything else? You'll need the password for the speakeasy, it's Fiddlesticks. Also, let me give you this to-do list. It's enchanted to always show you whatever's written on the chalkboard here. Pretty neat trick. Here's some meat for expenses too. The army surplus next door should have anything you need in case things get rough. That is ominous, but thanks. Okay, so first thing we need to go get some cat food. Chapter 1. Welcome to Ocean City. Okay. So we needed to go to Cola Wars surplus, dangling bags for army stuff, a lot of ordnance for a civilian shelf. You'd think there'd be a law against this kind of thing. Dozens of nearly identical books about nearly identical rifles. Hi there, my name is ASDF. Hello, fellow war enthusiast. I'm Herschel Wood. I wouldn't say I'm an enthusiast. Heck yeah, war. Herschel's expression doesn't change. Can I interest you in any fine historical memorabilia? Let's see. What is this about the dubious grenades? Oh, they're probably fine. Why doesn't the box say fine grenades then? He looks at the grenades, then at you. Say, how'd you like to do some field research? Sure, why not? He hands you a bunch of grenades. You got 6 dubious Cola Wars grenade. Just try them out next time you get in a fight, and when you're all done, come back and let me know how it went. Okay, great. So, let's see. What do we got here? I need some cat food or something. Sardines, that's right, okay. The expiration date on these has been scraped off, probably because it's so far in the future that people would be too distracted by the idea of flying cars to actually eat the sardines. Okay, we've got some sardines, and we're gonna go back and we're gonna hang out with Gato. You open the can of sardines. Calliope immediately wakes up, devours the entire can, and then purrs as she licks the remaining oil from your fingers. Looks like you've made a friend. You can now pet Calliope to receive a boon. New cat unlocked. Let's pet her. You give a nice scritching, and she purrs, and she goes back to sleep. We got Calliope's boon. They've reinforced you against the slings and arrows and mice and birds of the world. Awesome. Always pet the cats. When you have an opportunity, always pet the cats. Now, we're going to the speakeasy in the alley. But we also had a record to check. Oops. No. We read that already. It was from what, 1907? 1906. Found something interesting. Frisco Frights this morning at 5:12 Pacific Standard Time. The city of Frisco is rocked by a massive earthquake, the magnitude of which science has not agreed upon a method of measuring. The initial death tolls estimated as many as 500, though that number will certainly increase due to the fires currently raging across the city. There have also been strange scattered reports from witnesses who claim to have observed unusual phenomena such as beams of black light, subsonic laughter, and soul-rending nightmares. That's terrifying. Though our editors wish to point out that Frisconians are known for their fondness of psychedelic intoxicants. I see. We gain extra XP for learning about things from the newspaper archive. Nice. Okay, that works out for me. Look under the welcome mat. The door to the bank's fastened with 3 locks. That's the maximum possible level of security. What about 4 locks? In 1928, 4-lock systems are still dismissed as an unachievable liberal fantasy. Look under the mat. Not a bad idea, but if you're going to lift the welcome mat, you need to know what you're looking for first. How much stuff can be under the welcome mat? Just a key to the bank's front door. As it turns out, the security at the place is inconsistent. Well, let's use the bank key. The door's locks are modeled on the monstrous mugs of the great hound Cerberus, 3-headed guardian of the underworld's banking sector. Each of the 3 heads has a name. Phylax, Methapon, and Sneaky Pete, and the keyhole deep in its maw. The head of Phylax lets the key slide inside easily enough, but offers up incredible resistance when you try to turn it. Heracles would have to use up all 12 labours to get this thing going. The key fits in the hole alright, but it's a labyrinth. In the cylinder, you turn and hear click after click, but nothing results. And Sneaky Pete, that's strange. The key turns over and over in the lock, but nothing happens. Something sneaky about this Pete, alright. Okay, so we need all stats buffed a little bit. Alright, let's go to the Sneak Easy in the alley. Whoa. So this isn't a skill tree. This is just perks. So let's get the Mysticality, because we're a cheese wizard. And I want to get good eyesight as well, because the 20% meat drops would be good early on in the game. So, yeah. We got some new perks as well. Gather crafting ingredients from rocks. Extra XP from the newspaper archive. Cool. And we still have Voyage of Self-Discovery. So if there's a mirror, we got to look. You weave between various trash cans and piles of uncanned trash until you reach a serious-looking door. A little panel slides open near the top of the door, and narrowed eyes regard you through it. What's word? It was Fiddlesticks, right? Fiddlesticks? Okay, come in, but you better not be a proey. I don't even know what a proey is. I think it's a prohibition officer, but don't know for sure. This guy loves hitting those spoons together. Wow, it's grooving in here. You guys hear it? How do I do a thing? It's really grooving in here. He turns his head towards you and smiles. Let's buy him a drink. Spend 5 meat. After a few moments and a few sips, he clears his throat and speaks. If you're not caught flat-footed, the truth can be sometimes found at your very feet. I see, I think. Okay, we'll leave him to his milkiness. Oh, the spittoon has been placed at a really challenging height. Maybe you can ask the bartender about it some other time. Oh my goodness. Your name is Baked Potato. I assume you love potatoes. Are you having some right now? He looks up at you as you approach, but doesn't stop shaking. Hello. He grins. Hello, baby. Welcome to Oliver's place. My name's ASDF. Whatever you say, baby. Are you Oliver? Oh, heck no. I'm Fancy Dan the Cocktail Man. Pleased to meet you, Dan. Hey, do you happen to know what time it is? Perhaps because you have a watch on you? Sorry, baby. The only one around here who carries a pocket watch is the owner, Oliver Gluck. And he left about an hour ago to pick up our latest shipment of hooch. From who? From whom, baby? Before I was Fancy Dan the Cocktail Man, I was Fancy Dan the English teacher. Sorry, from whom? From the mob guys we always get it from. Okay. Where is the handoff? Whence is the hooch coming? And whither went Oliver? Whither went Oliver? Fancy Dan smiles. The old refrigerator factory. I see. How do I get there? Dan grabs a cocktail napkin and hands it to you. Thanks? Oh, wrong napkin here. He takes the napkin back and grabs a different one with a couple of icons scrawled on it. Take the napkin. Napkin? We got an Ocean City napkin map. We're here behind Murray's store on Plunkett Street, so if you go out of the alley and head straight for the edge of the napkin, you can't miss the factory. Cool, we got unlocked street and fridge factory. And we can open it by hitting M. Thanks, Dan. Don't mention it, baby. Want a drink for the road? First one's on the house. Sure, what do you have to drink around here? Beer. I'll have a beer then. Excellent choice. Keep things simple. Bottoms up. Beer buzz. Okay, you drink the beer. I wanted to take it to go, but yeah. Next tavern PC name? Potato? Or Fancy Dan, the bartender man, or the drink man. Drink the beer. Anyways, let's leave before we get completely drunk. Spoon guy is walking now. This guy is bouncing. This guy doesn't care about anything except the baseline. This lady seems to be dancing to a different song than other people. This guy's been infected with the Charleston fever. There's a door here. It won't budge. Must be barred shut from the other side. Piano tills a tune. This lady's making ethereal music with spirit-filled glasses. Weirdly responsible for this illegal poison dispensary to have a first aid kit. You got gauze pad, removes bleeding, and activated charcoal briquette cures poison. That's nice. Okay. Weird symbols carved into the floor tiles. These people are obviously on a first date and you shouldn't bother them. Obviously. Like the Spoon Man's following us around. Okay, we can go now. So let's go to the map and we'll go to the fridge factory. Potatoes. Oh, Fancy Dan the cocktail man. As you're walking, Gabby strikes up a conversation. So you are new in Ocean City? Your first time at it? Yeah, that's right, yeah. What things have you got of it? Well, to be honest with you, it seems a little run down. Yes, Gabby understands you. It was much nicer before an economy happened. Lots of people, very excitement. Oh, have you seen the boardwalk yet? It's like a cat wearing pajamas. What? It has games there and a future teller. Well, that does sound like a cat wearing pajamas. Let's check out the boardwalk. We'll just take a turn, go on over there. You're not sure if the lamppost is holding up the hobo or vice versa. Hi there, I'm ASDF. Well, pleased to meet ya, ASDF. I'm Dusty. What's up, Dusty? I can see that. What's up, Dusty? Oh, nothing much. Just hanging around. I was gonna run a 3-card Monty down here on the boardwalk, but that didn't pan out. Why not? Well, there's a fella already running a game down the way, and I prefer not to step on his toes, just as a matter of professional courtesy, you see? I see. And also, because Carney's got real scary about that kind of thing, and I ain't looking to be murdered anytime soon. Any way I can help? Well, that's real kind of you. I was thinking of looking for a different corner. Can you spare a nickel for a cup of joe to get my feet moving? Thank you for the jump scare. Here you go. Thanks, pal. You're a real good egg. She gives you a jaunty wave and wanders off. All right, then. Fortune teller's tent. Well, hop inside. You enter the dimly lit tent to see a teenage girl dressed as an old woman sitting at a velvet draped table. She points to a sign on the wall that says tarot readings, 50 meat. Let's complain about the price. 50 meat's a little steep, isn't it? I could buy 7 and 63/64 gallons of gas for that much. He stares at you and points up to the sign again. Not just now, thanks. Sign on the door says Tony Fiasco Hat Photographer. As you enter, the photographer, who is busily adjusting a complicated-looking camera on a tripod, gestures to a nearby wastebasket without looking around. If it's more bills, there's my inbox. Hello? You ain't the jumping Jehoshaphat, baby. Where have you been all my life? Excuse me? That face! That's exactly the face I've been looking for. It's perfect. Thanks. I've grown rather attached to it myself. Hey, you're funny too, baby. I love you. You're incredible. Listen, do you know who I am? The sign on your roof says Tony Fiasco Hat Photographer. That's right, baby. That's exactly right. And soon, I'm going to be the biggest hat photographer in the city. No, indeed, the country. No, the world. But there's something I need first. Yeah, exactly. A face? A portfolio. And you know what I need before I got a portfolio? A face. Your face, baby. Well, don't say no. Don't you dare say no, baby. Listen, it's easy. All you gotta do is stroll in here wearing a hat, and all I gotta do is take a photograph of that hat, and then we're both gonna be rich. Rich? Rich. Me with my portfolio, you at the 30 meat, I'm gonna pay you for every picture. Huh. Well, gotta be different hats, though. Gotta be different hat every time. I can't pay you nothing for the same hat twice. Got it? Hey, how about this hat? What is that? An uncursed fedora? Perfect. I love it. Here's your meat, baby. Spend it in good health and come back soon, okay? Okay, so we can go here with different inventories. Hats. We only have one right now, so. What's this guy? A grouchy looking guy standing under the shade of this tiny building's eaves. He glares at you silently. Okay, great. Game of skills. Test your everything. Step right up, test your strength and your agility and your intellect. Every winner gets a prize. You there, sir. Care to face the challenge of a lifetime? Only 10 meat. What's the challenge? I like to start newcomers off with something relatively easy. All you have to do is guess my age, throw a dart to pop a balloon, and drive a nail onto this board with one swing of a hammer. At the same time? That's right. Care to try it? We need 3 all stats and 10 meat. No thanks. Well, not with that attitude, you won't. What? Privatized healthcare station. Cooking for health. Oh, with a skill for medicine. Healthy cheese recipe skill. If we buy the gauze turban, we can go get a picture of it. So it's really only 20 meat because we get 30 back. But Can we jump? It's a long pier, but you don't want to take an even longer walk off it. We can fish? I hope we won't need a license for it or something. You got fish in a sack. Just sell it. You fished a pennyback jangler. And we just fish here forever. Wait, that's really far. I feel like we're just gonna keep getting the same thing. We got a crusty ring. I wanna see if I can equip the crusty ring. Miscellany? Crusty ring. Uncrust. You got an inside-out ring of weakness. Everybody but you loses one of each stat at the start of combat. Well, that seems like a good ring. Hopefully it doesn't apply to my allies either. I wonder if there's other crusty stuff that we can get. But I think maybe we'll just move on for now. Maybe I'll off camera. No. How do we stop? How do we stop? Oh, whew. There was no option to leave. Okay, we can't test our everything, so we've done everything at the pier except getting our fortune told. A hobo nods pleasantly as you pass and tips his battered hat to you. Howdy, fella. My name's Lewis Stanford. I haven't been able to find any work in town. Any chance you could spare 3 meat so as I can buy some caviar? I'd be real grateful. Caviar? Not just, say, a sandwich? Well, aim high, I figure. I don't know what I'd call 3 meat caviar, but it isn't aiming high. Sure, here you go. Thanks a heap, feller. You're a real good egg. Excuse me. This toll booth was obviously stolen and dragged here. These folks look like they're here for some serious business. Let's make a deal. Whoa there, buddy. This is private property. Club members only. Yeah, like he said, club members only. What kind of club is it? It's the fraternal order of people who bribed us more than we're earning as gate guards. Fop Bum Egg? I've never heard of it. How do I join? What are you, thick? I thought it was obvious, pal. You give us meat. How much? 500. Yeah, 500 meat. Clancy, I told you to knock off that repeating business. How am I supposed to come up with that kind of meat? Very hard to fight. Okay, we'll level up our moxie and come back. You could try panhandling with the other bums over in Goldthwaite Park. Where's that? Just north and west of here. You can't miss it. Yeah, you can't miss it. For the love of Mike Clancy, dry up. That's funny. Well, I guess we gotta go over here, because we're not ready for a very hard fight. A thin, nervous-looking man in a suit stops you. Excuse me, sir? Do you fear for your safety in this dangerous city full of hoodlums and criminals? I carry 3 spare changes of underwear, and I've already used one today. I didn't until you said that. Then it's a good thing you met me. I have this solution for you right here. Oh, I see. Okay, what are you selling? He holds up a small case and opens it, displaying a section of the tiniest pistols you've ever seen. Derringers, with one of these up your sleeve, in your sock, or wherever you can think to hide it. Personal self-defense is right at your fingertips. Huh, are concealed pistols legal in this state? What? Probably. Sure. How much? Extra small Derringer. Yours for only 30 meat. Okay, let's buy one, because Moxie plus 2, I think, is good. Thanks, you won't regret this purchase. I certainly don't regret being able to make my rent payment to Miss Brewster. Who's Miss Brewster? She runs a boarding house for traveling salesmen. Gets real scary when rent's late. Maybe I'll check it out. Okay, let's look at our inventory. We'll change from a rusty pistol to the extra small Derringer. Moxie plus 2 physical damage, so double as good. Park groundskeeper's inspecting a clipboard with the panicked paralysis of someone who has so much work to do that he can't do any of it. That's a feeling. Hi there, is something wrong? Huh? Oh, sorry fella, I don't want to seem rude, but I'm much too busy to chat. I'm stuck running this place by myself and there's a million things to do. Well, I could use a little extra pocket meat. How about I help you out? That would be great, except the new city regulations disallow hiring random part-timers. Since this is a municipal park, only official government contractors are allowed to work here. There's a law against side quests? Why? Just to be a thorn in my side, as far as I could tell. It's not like any of these tasks are dangerous or anything. You got kind of a cagey look on your face when you said that. Okay, well, 2 of them are dangerous, but that isn't even half. And I submitted a request for help weeks ago and still haven't heard anything back. Well, you're in luck. I just happen to be an official government contractor. That would be terrific, but I am going to need to see some proof of that. I guess we'll just trick him. You wave your hand in front of the groundskeeper's face. You believe that I am a government official contractor. Well, you do have the official government contractor wave down pat. That's good enough for me. Great, what do you need me to do? Okay, well that depends. What kind of contractor are you? I am a security guard? Security guard? That's awful humble for a police officer. What? I mean, since the municipal police force was entirely replaced with contractors, you might as well call yourself a cop, right? All the rest of them do. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. There's a hobo that's been hanging out by the park fountain. I'd like you to move him along. Is he causing trouble? No, not as such. Everyone likes him, but busking in the park is against the city ordinance, and rules are rules, you know? The groundskeeper unlocks the maintenance shed behind him. Can't promise there's anything you'll need in here, but feel free to borrow whatever strikes your fancy. Oh, homemade cookies? Yeah! The locker, but it's not locked. We got maintenance overalls. Okay, we equipped them because we didn't have any clothes yet. A shelf laden with miscellaneous junk. We got a match. And self-adhesive rivets. Adds 1 physical armor to a pair of pants. Okay, so we could do sockets now? Kind of. Okay, let's see what this... Oh, we really need to polish all the statues. Okay, we'll do that after we kick the ruffian out of the park fountain. And we'll look at the botanical garden later too, because we'll probably take up a gardening task or something. So, no fishing. There's a little sign not pictured that says, please don't throw meat in the fountain, it gets real gross. That is gross. Okay, locked maintenance hatch. Oh, you found it, the world's least remarkable rock. Reassure it. You teach the rock to love itself for who it is and gain 5 XP. Let's wander in the woods. Oh, that's just leaving the park. I see. Okay. He said it was the guy near the fountain, so it must be this guy. This hobo's really going to town on the oboe. Hobo with an oboe? Whoa, 1 meat, 10 meat, or 50 meat. Hey, you mister, can you spare a little meat? Sure, here you go. Thank you kindly, mister. Hey, I need you to leave the park. You what? Yeah, sorry, but the caretaker says you gotta go. There's a city ordinance against busking here, he says. What's up, Buggin? Huh, funny how that only starts getting enforced after I stop giving that bozo a cut. Of course, you and I both know only the police can actually run me out of here, and you ain't no flatfoot. This is true. Could you leave as a favor to me? Well, you seem like a decent fella, but not so decent that I'm inclined to do you that kind of favor, you know? Maybe if we had given him 50 meat at the start. I can make it worth your while. Well, pal, if you want to take this B flat elsewhere, I'll need half a C note from you. Alright, we'll bribe him. You lose 50 meat. Can't ask for fairer than that. See you around. Alright. Talk to this guy. I got the hobo to leave. Did you beat him up? What? No! Are you sure you're a cop? Just kidding. Here's your official city payment. Thanks. Anything else needs done? Alright, let's do a statue polisher. Oh, thank goodness. I wasn't sure. I wasn't looking forward to doing that job. I think the birds must be eating leftovers from the old Snackle Cakes factory. It's horrible. Here's a rag. Okay. Requires 1 stench armor. Do we have any stench armor? We might have a food. Mysticality, physical armor, maybe a potion. Cheap cologne, increase your stench armor by 1. Yeah. So we can do it. Gross. Okay. Oh good, it was only 1. A statue of Daniel Ocean, found at Ocean City, and requested that visitors to this monument only view the statue from the left, as he felt this is his better side. Okay. Sounds good. What is this? Hand chiseled from photo reference and enchanted to drive away mice. Got the nasty statues clean. Okay, anything else you need done? Let's say I'm an exterminator. Oh, great, we got some real trouble at our Lepidopteratorium, your butterfly zoo. A whole bunch of horrible monsters got in, and I'm afraid they're going to hurt the butterflies. Some of them are rare and expensive. Can you describe these monsters? Nope, I very deliberately did not get a close look at them. Sounds awful, but alright. This is plants, so the butterfly one must be this one. Those are giant cockroaches, and gross. Oh, it's a cricket. Okay, -1 to all stats. So we can decrease. Maybe we'll do. So he has 7 health. We can do 4 and 3. Oh, but we need to do this, right? Toss it aggressively at a giant cricket, dealing 10 physical damage, unless it malfunctions, in which case, who knows? It hurt me instead. Great. Well, we'll take out this cricket. Ew. Okay, and then Gabby can flap slap. Maybe we'll heal me. Well, heal everybody, I guess. Now I'm bleeding. Great. Let's throw another one. And it hurt me again. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Let me just end the combat. That, I think, will be okay. You won. You successfully exterminated 40% of the giant crickets. Excellent. Fish in it? In the drinking pond for butterflies? Alright. You got nasty goo. Deal 10 sleaze damage. Okay. Guess we'll attack these crickets. Should we do it again? Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Then I think we're good this time. He's gonna attack the bird. He's gonna attack me. So let's go after the guy that's gonna attack our bird. Osborne. And we'll slap him. Oh no. Okay, it's fine though. It's fine. We can throw a rock at this guy. And then attack him for 5 damage. And then Gabby can flap slap that guy. Okay, cool. Phew. Osborne the Startling grows stronger. Good. Was that all of them? I think that's all of them. Just 2 combats in here. So, guess we can go back to that guy. Do you full heal after every fight? I think so. Yeah. I got rid of those gross monsters in the Lepidodurbupium or whatever. Did you know they were actually giant? I don't want to know what they were, thanks. I like to sleep at night. Here's your official city payment. Thanks. Anything else you need done? I'm a landscaper. Perfect. Our carnivorous plant exhibition in the botanical gardens have gone out of control. When you say out of control, as in this is less a job for pruning shears and more a baseball bat with nails on it. Great. Okay. We can do that. Enter the botanical garden to find it overrun by dangerous looking weeds. Yikes. Yikes. Okay, let's look at this stuff. Northern beer barrel cactus. No, beer removed due to prohibition. Nice. Oh, what's up, little Ivy Kitty? Thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome. How was your stream? Tea, muscle, moxie, and mysticality. Until you use another potion. You know what? Let's buy each of these just in case we need 1 buff to one of those things. Northern palm tree, do not punch. Don't tell me what to do. Nice. Got knocked out by a palm tree. There's a really sharp stalk of it that you could probably take if you were careful. Oh, 3 moxie. Well, what's our stats right now? Good. Next stream we'll take out Mafia using anime magic. Nice. We have 2 moxie. So effects, I don't know. I think we would need to go in our inventory. We have 2 moxie. Broken coconut. 1 physical armor. Weapons, offhand items. 1 mysticality and 1 hot armor. Let's do 1 mysticality. I think that'll help us more. Although we need moxie. Well, are we the cheese wizard? So mysticality is probably what we need. I'm just trying to see if we have anything that gives us extra moxie. Okay, let's drink the triple meat tea. We'll lose our stench armor, but now we can grab this. Swordleaf sword deals moxie plus 2 physical damage and causes a bleeding. Which I think is pretty good, right? Weapons, because the Derringer does moxie plus 2. This does moxie plus 2 and causes bleeding. And then we don't. Oh, this does mysticality plus 2. That's better, anyways. All right, we'll switch to mysticality. Anything that looks like a wand probably is what we need to do. Okay, we need to keep throwing these things for the quest. So might as well. Throw a rock. Flip a Patty. -1 to all stats. Okay, we need to take this guy out fast, because otherwise... Oops. Take and throw. Alright, done. Excellent. Joshua tree named for its discoverer, David E. Tree. Brilliant. I think, is that it? Just the one fight? Great. We're stacking up that meat. Gain 75 meat. I'm a plumber. Well, that's plumb convenient. Our fountain stopped running because it requires real specific water pressure, and the pressure we get from the municipal water supply has gotten unreliable lately. So I need someone to go down and adjust it. I'll unlock the manhole for you. Is that this? Oh, yeah, I thought it was a treasure chest, but I guess it's a manhole. Okay, note says stop messing with these switches. The fountain does not work unless the pressure is exactly 40 gallons per minute. This is 57. So this is 50. That must have been 1 gallon per minute. What's this one do? That's 50. That's 14. 30. Well, this one. 3. So this is 2, 3, 7, and 30 should be 40, right? Yeah, got it. It's over this way. Nothing's over that way. Great. Climb on up. Yeah, look at that. No fishing, though. I'm definitely fishing here. Using the fishing rod. Now that there's water in it. Oh, 12 meat. How did that even get on the hook? How many times can we fish before we get in trouble, you think? We could just fish here forever? Okay, it looks like you caught everything that was here. Nice. Well, we cleaned the fountain, too. That's part of getting the fountain restored. Terrific. Here's your payment. Thanks. Thanks for all the help. Goldthwaite Park is looking ship-shape thanks to you. Here, take this for your trouble. It's been in the lost and found for years. If whoever lost it was going to find it, they'd have found it by now. Mood ring constantly changes your mood. What kind of mood rings you're thinking of haven't been invented yet. You're not sure how that makes you feel. Probably makes you feel a different way every time you talk into a new room. Oh, well, you know we're going to equip that. Although our current ring is really good. Let's equip the mood ring. Take a walk out of the park? Yeah, let's go back. Let's go to Ms. Brewster's and see, because that's where all the traveling salesmen are. You encounter a hobo who's sauntering down the sidewalk with a bindle over his shoulder whistling a jaunty tune. Well, hey there, fella. Aren't you ASDF? I'm RJ O'Malley. Hi. How'd you know my name? We hobos are a tight-knit little community. When someone's been helping us out, word gets around. Well, that's nice. A little creepy, but nice on balance. Why don't you come and visit our camp? We'd be glad to have you. Where is it? Well, you just head south down 12th Street till you see the lot where an old hardware store used to be, and then you take a... You know what? This would be simpler if I just mark it on your map for you. Yes, please. Takes out a pencil stub and marks a little cluster of boxes on your map. Come by any old time. Bid him adieu. That's good for us. That's like the Thieves Guild, you know? Okay. Home for traveling salesmen. Might as well enter. As you enter the boarding house, you discover some kind of hullabaloo, or perhaps a kerfuffle. A stern-looking middle-aged lady surrounded by 6 agitated men all talking over each other. Gentlemen, I insist you settle down at once. We won't get to the bottom of this with you acting all panicked schoolchildren. Miss Brewster, you gotta call the cops. Huh! What this town calls police, I wouldn't trust to solve a jigsaw puzzle, let alone a serious crime. And I won't have these hooligans turning my house upside down. But there's been a murder. Someone has to do something. What you can all do is go to your rooms and let me think. Good gracious. The men file up the stairs abashed, but still fidgeting nervously. So, Persona 5 on PC. Wow. All the PC ports are happening pretty steadily. I'm excited about it. Excuse me? Ms. Brewster sighs, exasperated. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have any vacancies. Or, well, I suppose I do, but I can't let you have the room until this whole mess has been sorted out. One of those men said something about a murder? Yes, it's absolutely ghastly. One of my lodgers was murdered in the night and nobody heard or saw anything. I'm practically at my wit's end. Maybe I can help. My name's ASDF Gaming. I'm kind of an independent investigator sort of thing. Oh, like a Belgian fella in the mystery novels. What? Sure. Well, that's marvelous. If you could solve this mystery, I could pay you quite reasonably. Okay, it's a deal. Thank goodness. What can you tell me about the victim? He was a traveling salesman. All my lodgers are traveling salesmen. What did he sell? Oh, they come and go so frequently, I'm afraid I haven't the foggiest idea. What happened? Oh, Nova, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that. Well, how did he die? I'm not sure the body is missing. Look, you better just go and have a look for yourself. He was in 3C. I locked the door so no one would mess around in there. Oh, it's Walter. What's up, Walter? How you doing? It's me, or whatever my name was. Been a while. New account, or just changed your name? Okay, we've got jukebox, oil paintings, bathroom door is locked, bummer. The potted flower saw nothing, of course, never does. Note that says do not use the phone. Okay. What's this door? Only Ms. Brewster is allowed in the kitchen. So, alright, we'll go up. 3C. 2C and 2D. Let's go to the room first. 2A, 2B. So, new. Maybe want to play Rocket League later? Maybe. I'm pretty busy. And you missed the two, you made 3 new accounts and hit champ already. You missed the 2 weeks we played Rocket League. Some high-heeled shoes have been carelessly left in the hallway. You're not sure which aspect of this would upset Ms. Brewster the most. Extra high heels makes your steps higher. Okay, well 3C is where we're going. Let's look at the plants. Let's look around, make sure everything's going on. You unlock the door and put the key in the secret pocket you use for things that won't ever need to be referred to again. Beautiful. Holy crap. Massive pool of blood on the floor. And like Ms. Brewster said, there's no body in sight. Can't believe you missed it. Yeah, we need to check yourself for clues. There's a mirror. Oh, hey, there you are. Gain 5 XP. Hey there, good looking. All right, we'll get a smile on our face. Let's fish. Fish for clues. You got a fish in the bowl. We got a handful of clean water. Cure any ally who's on fire. Nice. Okay. Wardrobe is locked. That's suspicious. We can fish in the pool of blood. Why are we fishing in a pool of blood? Huh, nothing. Must be shallower than it looks. Uh-huh. Nothing interesting about the bed except for the pool of blood. The window's locked, so the killer must have come from inside the house. The rug looks ordinary, but we'll check underneath it. You roll up the rug and... Nice. Whoa, what the heck? There's a crazy occult diagram underneath it. The lines and glyphs appear to have been burned onto the floor. You can see little blobs of melted candle wax at the points of a dodecagram, and it even smells faintly of weird incense. Was this some sort of ritual killing? Great, like regular old murder wasn't enough. Okay, so we need the wardrobe key. So let's knock around a little bit. It'd be best if you report to Ms. Brewster first. Okay, it's probably going to say that for all the doors, so we'll just go down. Well, Ms. Brewster, I've had a look in room 3C. Did you find anything? I found a huge pool of blood. It was really gross. Did you find anything else? Yes, actually an occult ritual circle. What? Oh my goodness, you think it was some sort of black magic sacrifice? I'm afraid it looks that way. Yes, ma'am. Well, I've always felt a lodger's religion was no business of mine, but I won't stand for this one bit. Are any of your lodgers involved with the occult? Do you know? I do recall that one of them specializes in selling occult supplies and paraphernalia, but I'm afraid I don't remember which one. You'll have to ask around. Ask around. There's no response. You try the knob, but the door is locked. 2C is locked. You knock on the door and a nervous-looking salesman peeked out. I'm warning you, I'm armed. Oh, I know you. Yeah, I think we've met before. You sell derringers, right? That's right. Yes, you should buy one. There's a murderer on the loose. Actually, I'm investigating the murder. Oh, thank goodness somebody is. What do you know about the other salesman here? I know there's a guy who sells occult stuff. I give him a wide berth, though. All I know about him is that he doesn't live in the room below the sunglasses salesman. I see. Neither of them are the victim, by the way. Okay, thank you. He doesn't live in the room below the sunglass salesman. Okay. What's up, Pink Ninja? Glad you can make it. Knock on the door and a salesman pokes his head out. Yeah, what can I do for you? I'm investigating the murder. Yeah, real grisly business. You know the other salesmen that live here? Not really, just the guy who sells those little derringer pistols. He was complaining about the guy who lives right above him. That's the trinkets and baubles guy. Because he keeps making a racket dropping stuff on the floor at night. That probably doesn't help you much, though. Well, it's something, thanks. You knock on the door. Who's there? I'm not opening this door with a killer on the loose. I'm investigating the murder. Do you have any information that would help? There's a salesman here who specializes in the occult stuff. That seems pretty suspicious to me. Which room is he in? I'm not sure, but it isn't the one above me. He doesn't live at the same end of the hall as the victim either. Okay, thanks. Okay, so well, let's go up. Okay, 3C is the room. We don't need to go back in. You knock on the door. A voice calls out without opening it. Oh, what's up, too, Saya? Welcome, welcome. Hello? I'm investigating the murder. How well do you know the other salesman here? I don't know any of these guys, although I think there's a guy who sells brushes, who's neighbors with a guy who sells pants. Hey, thanks. Knock on the door and a salesman looks out. Hello? Who are you? I'm investigating the murder. What can you tell me about the people that live here? Well, I pretty much keep to myself. All I know about the other salesman is the one who sells jokes and gags isn't the one who lives next to the one who lives above the one who sells the brushes. Nothing, thanks. Hey, there's something I can help you with? Well, I'm investigating the murder. Oh, no kidding. Yeah, I was hoping you can give me some information about the people who live here. I don't really know any of these guys. There's a fellow that sells jokes and gags somewhere on this floor, I think. There's a guy that sells pants, but all I can tell you about him is that he isn't the guy right below me. Sorry. No problem. Thanks anyway. Okay. I need to draw this out. We're gonna open our trusty, not Notepad. We're gonna open up Paint, Microsoft Paint, and we're gonna have all the apartments laid out and everything. Okay, let me change this back to oh, I can't change it from here. Okay, well the music will stop a little bit. So okay, 3A. We've got where's my mouse? There it is. Okay. We've got 8 boxes. We've got 3 A, B, C, and D. I should share this on my screen here. We'll put this up. 3 and 2. So C is murder victim. He's crystal clear for me. What's happening? Must be a dead zone at work. Oh, I'm so stuttery. Sorry. Look at them pores on my face. Hey, don't be talking about my pores. That's rude. Okay, display capture, and we'll take off this one. Okay, so A, B, C, and D. So downstairs, this is our murder victim with the pool of blood in 3C. 2D is Derringer guy, right? I'm gonna just put gun. Okay, and then what did he tell us? Could you just repeat what you told me? The occult salesman doesn't live in the room below the sunglasses salesman. I'm guessing this guy is glasses. Right? Because he's wearing sunglasses. So the occult salesman doesn't live here. Maybe this will be the guy that was murdered. I'm going to say he doesn't live here. And the gun salesman doesn't live here. Got it. I'm gonna assume this guy is the sunglasses salesman and he doesn't live there. 2C, no response. You try the knob, but it's locked up tight. Okay. The guy who sells Derringers lives right underneath the guy that sells trinkets. So this is the trinket guy. Oh, it is hard to write without a drawing tablet. Okay, trinket guy. And trinket guy doesn't sell occult stuff because he's trinket guy. Okay. You knock on the door. The guy who sells occult stuff doesn't live above me. And he doesn't live at the same end of the hall as the victim. Okay, so he also doesn't live in C, because that's the same end of the hall as the victim. So it's gotta be... the salesman who sells jokes and gags isn't the one who lives next to the one who lives above the one that sells brushes. That doesn't make any sense. The only 2 guys are jokes and gag seller who lives on this floor, and a pants hawker who doesn't live in the room right below me. Okay, so the pants guy doesn't live in the room right below the glasses guy, which is 3A. So pants could be any one of these 4. Pants guy could be 2, 3, B, or C. Okay. And then Let's see. The brush salesman lives next to pants salesman. Okay, so brush and pants have to live next to each other. And I'm so confused. Okay. This guy says the salesman who sells jokes and gags isn't the one who lives next to the one who lives above the one who sells brushes. So brushes must be on the bottom. Brush has to be 2. Okay. Man, this is confusing. 2B, all I know is the guy who sells downgers lives under Trinket Guy. Got it. Occult stuff doesn't live above me, doesn't live at the same end of the hall as the victim. So it has to be 2B or 3B, right? The brushes salesman lives next to the pants salesman. So if brushes and pants live next to each other, and then we've got occult. Oops. Oh. Occult. Wait, well then what's the fourth one? Oh, jokes. Right? So then if that's what the only 4 are left, it has to be... So if the occult guy lives in 2B, then the pants guy and the brush guy can't live next to each other. So it has to be 3B is the occult guy. So this guy has to be the occult salesman. Yeah. Yeah, that guy has to be the occult salesman. It's got to be 3B. Okay, so let's do, who lives in 2C? They didn't answer. Oh. Oh. That's not helpful then. 2C is Brewster's room. Okay, so one of them did get murdered, which means that C wasn't the occult guy. Oh man, now I don't know which one's which. Can I have a look inside? Certainly not. That's private, and you can't possibly imagine I would kill one of my own lodgers. That would be terrible for business. I guess you got a point. Okay, so let's rethink this then. Pants is in... Pants could be in... Pants and brushes are next to each other. Pants is 2, 3, B, or C. It could be 2B or 3B or C. Which means pants guy... I have to rethink all this again now. Occult salesman doesn't live in the room below sunglasses salesman, and they're both still alive. Okay, so sunglasses guy is alive. This is not the occult. The guy who sells occult doesn't live above me and doesn't live at the same end of the hall as the victim. The guy who sells derringers lives underneath the guy that sells trinkets. This is the guy that sells trinkets. The brush salesman lives next to the pants salesman. So they could be 2 A and B, or they could be 3 B and C. The wardrobe's locked. It would be helpful. It would be really helpful if we knew what this guy sold. The salesman who sells jokes and gags isn't the one who lives next door to the one who lives above the one that sells brushes. So brushes guy has to be on floor 2. And so pants guy lives next to brushes guy. They're on floor 2. Which means that jokes and gags guy isn't the one who lives above the one who sells brushes. It's probably... That means brushes guy is bottom. So brushes and pants are bottom. So jokes and occult are B and C. So it's either B or he killed himself as part of the occult. The occult salesman guy might have killed himself. Have you solved the case yet? Well, I figured out who the occultist is. Maybe if we confront him with it, he'll either confess or give us some usable information. Are you certain you know which one he is? I won't have you accusing the wrong fellow. I'm pretty sure. Alright, shall we gather everyone together at the scene of the crime so you can do a dramatic reveal like in the novels? Sure, if you want. I must say this whole murder business is simply dreadful, but it is the most interesting thing that happened in years. You head up to 3C and in a few minutes Mrs. Brewster meets you there with the salesman in tow. Alright, well, I suppose you're all wondering why I've called you here today. I assumed it was so you could tell us who did the murder? Yeah, that was my guess too. Right, yeah. Well, as you can see by this weird circle on the floor, the killing probably had occult significance, therefore the most likely candidate is the occult good salesman who is in... Alright, are we gonna say he killed himself, or is it 3B? My mouse is invisible, that's okay. It can be invisible. Nah, I see it up there. Are we going 3B or 3C? Did he kill himself, or was he killed by his neighbor? I see 3B. I think it's 3B. Let's go with it. The guy in 3B. What? No, I mean, I do sell occult supplies, but that isn't even one of my circles. Are you actually accusing me of murder? I think you're the only likely candidate. That's crazy. You're crazy. Tell it to the cops, but suddenly the wardrobe flies open and a salesman jumps out. Haha, I fooled you all pretty good. What the? Who the heck are you? I'm the victim. I sell jokes and gags and stuff. How do you like my new giant fake rubber pool of blood? Isn't it a scream? Oh my goodness. Here, let me give you something for being such a good sport, kid. Wear it in good health. You're more likely to encounter traveling salesmen. Okay, the Fraternal Order of Traveling Salesmen. Nice. Now, if you'll all excuse me, I gotta roll this blood back up, and 9 people in this tiny room is 8 too many. Well, that could have gone worse. The occultist gentleman was quite offended by your accusation, but I believe he'll get over it. Here's your pay, young man. 15 meat. Thanks, glad to be of help. I'd say if I ever need your services again, I'd call. But I think one exciting thing happening here every few years is quite sufficient. If it happens again, I'm just going to throw everyone out. Good idea. Alright, well, we cleared up the murder at Ms. Brewster's boarding house, and that does take us to the end of our time today, unfortunately. So, thank you guys all for coming on by, doing some logic puzzles with us, being confused with us. If you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. It would help me out a lot. It's only 1 to 2 clicks for you, and as always, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.